So we have the winners of the Hall of Fame. They after the Hasbro production panel, right at the end of it, they wanted to announce who was the winners of the Hall of Fame, including a inductee from the human division. So we'll first talk about the human one. John Barber, one of the head editors at one point at IDW, was inducted into the Transformers Hall of Fame. Ooh. I got to sit with John for 16 hours straight once.
Oh, jeez.
Yes.
Was he happy or did he go insane at that point?
Well, John's a guy that keeps to himself, and anyone that's met me in real life knows that I'm a talkative individual. Mm-hmm. So needless to say, and no offense to John, I love you, John, but like, let's just say our personalities weren't exactly compatible for 8 hours sittings over a span of 2 days in 16 hours total. But he was someone he worked on a lot of different books. A lot of people like what he does, from what I could tell. I mean, I've read his books too. I'm more lean towards more like James's stuff and what Andrew Griffith was doing. His books I was kind of like he does more the second tier stuff, the G.I. Joe stuff, the Resolution stuff. Revolution stuff. So, that kind of stuff, which, but he was a big important part from the editorial standpoint of IDW, and good on him for getting, and he's a nice guy though. Just me and him we're kind of oil and water when it comes to personalities. You know what I mean? I need someone loud and abrasive like me, I guess.
Yeah, you sure? I don't know. You might get someone that's exactly like you, and then you don't like them at the end.
Me and James get along very well, and he's a very humble human being. You know what I mean?
Yeah, sounds very different from you.
yeah, exactly. I don't know. Me and James always get along well. That's funny. Anyways, but yeah, so great on you, John. It's awesome to have you in the Hall of Fame.
Congratulations, man.
Along with other very important names in Transformer history, from Bob Bugansky, Peter Cullen, Judd Nelson, David Kay. The list goes on and on. Frank Welker. So yeah, awesome. And Simon Furman, of course, too. But now let's go to the winners of the Hall of Fame. So we discussed this, I think it was like a week ago or so. Let's go first for the character category. So we had Blackarachnia, we had Omega Supreme, and we had Unicron.
Yeah.
So now I thought personally that Unicron was going to take it. I thought Omega Supreme really didn't have much of a chance. But lo and behold, Blackarachnia sweeped it. She did very well, apparently. Apparently, she got a huge amount of voting, which again, which again, yeah, to the credit of every time there's a fan vote when it relates to the Transformer Hall of Fame, the Beast Wars character always just kills it, and rightfully so. As much as I feel Unicron probably should be in before her, I've said, like in the previous video when we talked about the Hall of Fame, you cannot deny Blackarachnia's importance to Transformers mythos, not just as a character, but as the toy stuff and just related to the fact that she was the first ever American retail female figure. And, all the little things related to that, from repaints and all of that kind of stuff. The fact that she switched sides, like just that wasn't a common, and on a permanent way, that wasn't a very common thing that existed. There never really was a Transformer toy that was sold as a Decepticon and later on as an Autobot. This, she was the first one, that she was first a Predacon, then sold as a Maximal. So like she's a big historical thing in a lot of different ways. And she's an awesome character. And Venus Terezzo is an awesome voice actress, so it's the full package. And now let's go to the 2018 Transformers Hasbro Toy of the Year, and the choices that they had were Studio Series Blackout, the leader class. We had Power of the Primes, Optimus Prime, the leader class, and we had the Power of the Primes 2-pack crew. Well, not 2-pack, but the combiner crew of ROADTRAP and BattleSlash that made essentially Battletrap. And the winner was that Duocon team of Battletrap and I'm actually quite surprised.
Called it.
I'm actually quite surprised that they won. I honestly, I was going to go with Prime, and then I honestly thought Blackout might have, because there's some people that are still very hardcore movie.
Right.
I thought the fact that Blackout made the list told me that, wow, there's clearly people out there voting for that. But yeah, he did pretty well. Although, according to what I'm seeing here, it was pretty close in this case. Blackarachnia kicked major butt, but Optimus Prime was pretty close behind Battletrap. So, well, I'll just call him Battletrap just to keep it simple. So yeah, so he won it. So pretty cool. So there's your winners. What does this mean exactly? Well, it definitely tells Hasbro, get us a Blackarachnia toy. So we're going to definitely get something in Cyberverse at some point. But maybe, just maybe a Masterpiece Blackarachnia after Megatron.
That'd be pretty sweet.
That'd be awesome. Because, I mean, when you win the Toy of the Year
it'd be
category...
funny to just re-release that Transmetal Blackarachnia again.
Oh, God, no.
That'd be pretty hilarious.
I was told, I forget who it was, someone said that mold is lost now at this point.
Oh, no.
Yeah, because supposedly they had to retool it twice, and it got pretty messed up. It was like one of the first ever retools, and then it got messed up pretty bad. I think when they had to do the BotCon one, they had to fill in the nipples. It's a long story. Because they had to keep the breastplate on, and then they ended up damaging it and everything. I heard some weird story like that. It was from the Hartmans who used to work on BotCon.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, so anyways, the point is that's awesome. The toy category doesn't really tell Hasbro much because it's like, hey, these two guys won. Does that mean give us more toys of him? I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's a pair of characters that are so grounded in their gimmick. How do you give them more? You know what I mean?
You do a mini one.
You do, yeah, I know. Or you do. I don't know.
You finally go and do a mini one.
You do a Titan scale one. No, what a waste. But yeah. That's awesome. Blackarachnia, let's just hope that sends a message to Hasbro to give us more of that character because she's awesome and she deserves. I mean, those other two also are huge characters.
And they've also been doing a lot of female characters in general. So
yeah,
bring back
she's
the
one of those premier ones of importance. So
yeah, bring back the one that really
shook things up.
Yeah, did it big.
She wasn't pink. She wasn't pink for quite some time. She's gold. So yeah, awesome.